going to preview the Baylor at Colorado women's soccer game, which will be played on September 26th at 8 p.m. Central Time on ESPN Plus. And hopefully there is good weather for the game so it doesn't get canceled like the Iowa State UCF game last week. So I'm just saying, Baylor is 6-4-1 on the season and 1-2 in conference. And what stinks is both of those losses were by 1 goal. And both of those teams that they lost to are now 1-2 in conference. Yeah, that's right. Oklahoma State lost twice, and now Arizona just lost to lost to TCU. So, and all this, and Baylor does have an RPI of 47, while Colorado has an RPI of 36. So, it's a quality game here, and Colorado is 9-1 on the season, and they're one of 2 teams in the Big 12 that are undefeated in conference right now. The other team is West Virginia, believe it or not. And I'll put it in the description below on the outlook on Colorado women's soccer as well as the roster. And Colorado is 9-1 on the season. So, yeah. And what's crazy is they're the first team that ever scored a goal on Oklahoma State this year. The first ones. And the lone loss was to North Carolina, but that's not a bad loss by any stretch of the imagination when you look at the rankings. Colorado will be ranked. It's a matter of where, and I'm just pre-recording this before the rankings come out so y'all can see it as soon as possible and all this, because the game's on Thursday. Not a lot of time in between. And as you can tell, they do use one formation more than the others. We have to wait and see. And their starting goalie is Jordan Knights, number 1, 5'7" goalie. That's a junior. 4 goals allowed and 42 saves. So what are some other players to keep an eye on? I'm more like 2 assists or more, or 2 goals or more, honestly. And that's Ava Priest, number 2, 5'6" defender. That's a sophomore. 2 goals and 16 shots attempted and 3 assists. So not just a goal scorer, but the assist department. Lauren Govin, Gouvin, number 4, 5'6" midfielder. That's a senior. 5 shots attempted and 2 assists. And I do not know the injury status on Colorado. I do not. Okay, Juliana Hayward is the next player to keep an eye on. Number 7, 5'2" midfielder. As a junior, 1 goal and 23 shots attempted, but 3 assists though. Rachel Rosen, number 8, 5'7" defender. That's a senior. 2 shots attempted and 2 assists. Jace Hawley has 3 goals on 12 shots attempted. She's a 5'9" forward. That is a freshman. Again, there's Cameron Jorgensen, number 20, 5'5" forward. That's a senior. 4 goals and 25 shots attempted and 1 assist. But the leading goal scorer on the team is Hope Leyba, Leyba, number 45, 5'10" forward. That's a sophomore. 5 goals on 36 shots attempted and 1 assist. They do have Claire Curran, Curran, number 5, 5'4" 4" midfielder. Forward. That is a sophomore. And man, I couldn't talk that time, but I apologize for that. I do. 5 shots attempted and 2 assists. And that's pretty much all the players you really need to know for the most part, with the exception to like Sammy Fisher, number 21, 5'9" forward. That is a freshman. 1 goal and 7 shots attempted and 2 assists. So I would dare to say the pressure's on Colorado. They're ranked. They're at home. But being at home doesn't mean anything because, look, Colorado went on the road to Oklahoma State and won. In fact, Oklahoma State lost to Texas Tech 2-0, and they were in Stillwater. So that doesn't mean anything. The pressure's on them, not on you at all in this game right here. There's no pressure. And, of course, you want to be careful with those yellow cards because so many yellow cards means you're going to be suspended for the next game. And everything, and obviously 2 yellow cards on 1 player is a red, and you don't want to be down a player. You don't want to have a foul in the box or a handball in the box if they do call it. Let's just say they do. because that means penalty kick, and obviously if you could draw that on down, that'd be great. Whatever you did right last game, bring it to this game, and whatever you did wrong last game, got corrected for this game. So really the only negative I see is Houston getting so many shots, but we have more shots than Houston, more corner, and got to execute your set pieces. But the offense, on offense, you got to really be good in those, because sometimes that is a difference in the game. And you got to be solid defensively on set pieces as well. And if you try to be more on the attacking side instead of being on so much on the defense. I'm just speaking the truth about it. I mean, it is what it is, and you need to try to clear that ball out as soon as you can defensively. And if you're up late in this game, you gotta find a way to clear the ball out, and all this. And you got to play and you don't want to play like play super conservative when you're up, because you don't want to play not to lose. You rather play to win. You gotta win the 50-50 balls, whether it's a header or on the ground, and all this. Of course, getting some saves would really help. It's just you don't want to have so many saves in the game necessarily. And literally, Colorado had to survive against Iowa State, but they have more shots than Iowa State by a wide margin. I mean, Iowa State only had 3 shots when you look at last game. So, I'm just saying the truth about it. Obviously, you need to take away the best players as much as possible and try to mark them and be good in 1v1 situations. While on offense, you got to try to take advantage of those. I mean, that's the thing. And you don't want to foul really near the box either. Even if it's in shooting range, you don't want to foul there necessarily, or down the sideline. That's not out of bounds for a corner kick, but close to it, and obviously if you draw that'll be good too. I mean, I'm just telling the truth. Or if they get to the halfway mark, I mean, they don't want to give up anything there, because they could send it to the box potentially and then try to score. And obviously, if they do that to you, you got to try to take advantage of it. Don't turn the ball over in your own end of the field so much when you're on the side you're defending on. Obviously, if you can make them turn the ball over, that'd be great, because it gives you more opportunities. Of course, you want to lessen those opportunities as much as possible. And make every shot difficult for Colorado in this game. And obviously, you want to try to get some clean looks, but at the same time, you don't want to just pass the ball around so much that you don't get a shot up, because you got to pressure that goalie. And you don't want to turn the ball over in the midfield either, because it kind of potentially creates opportunity for the other team to score. And obviously, if they turn the ball over in the midfield, you got to try to take advantage of it. You have absolutely no pressure in this game, like I said. I mean, let's go in there, play our hair on fire for this game. Seriously. Colorado will be ranked. You're not going to be ranked. You need to win this. They are undefeated in the conference. You're not. But both of those games are one goal differences in both of those. So you need to find. Of course, you got to make adjustments on the fly, both during the first half and during the second half, and even not just half time. I mean, from first half to second half there's a break in the action, and maybe there is going to be a water break. I don't know. It just depends on the weather. But I would assume, just don't assume that, honestly. I mean, that's the thing. You got to play solid defense, get some goals up. And if you could try to put this team, if you're up 1-0, try to go up 2-0 instead of letting them tie it. And if you're in a situation that you're up late in the game, do not allow a tie to happen. And you need another conference win. And I get this may be probably the most difficult game left on the schedule, when you look at the rankings perspective for the rest of the year potentially. But it's not impossible because remember, the Big 12 is wide open. I mean, look, Oklahoma State lost twice last week. One to Colorado and then to unranked Texas Tech that was not even receiving votes. So, I'm just saying, anything could happen on any given day. I mean, even number one Stanford lost to Wake Forest on the road. And Wake Forest was like in the top 15. But you totally get the point here. Let's go. And you got to have some players step up offensively. Like, finally, Ashley Merrill scored again. And that would definitely be helpful. Same thing goes for Tyler Israel as well. And you got to have other players, not just those two. I mean, and that's the truth. And make them uncomfortable with your style of play. And you don't want to be out physical or be outshot or outpossessed in this game as much as possible. So that's just a generalization on what needs to happen for Baylor to try to win this game. Obviously, a tie would only give both teams only 1 point. But Baylor, if you could get this win, that would really be helpful to get another 3 points in the Big 12. Especially when you know it's probably not going to be the whole factor on play every game. Because you know Iowa State couldn't play one conference game. So they're going to just try to do it based on average. It seems like. I would think they're going to just do like average amount of points per game. So, anyways, if you like this content, hit the like and subscribe button. See you guys later on the road to 7 subscribers. Of course, ultimate goal is 1,000 or more. So many money out this course. Like video, comment video, really helps YouTube algorithms so more people see it. Sharing the video does help as well, so more people can watch. And if you're watching and not subscribe, hit subscribe buttons, read the notification bell as well. And let's go out there and show them we're not backing down to Colorado. No way. And let's go to work.